What follows is a brief construction montage. We hope you enjoyed this brief construction.
Hello mga madiskarte, na kararating lang natin. Nandito ngayon yung motor natin. 'Di ba? Last vlog ko sabi ko sa inyo sasama ko kayo dito uli sa Crystal Cave.
Wow!
Kaya hindi po natin tinigilan. Ngayon po makakabili na tayo ng ticket kahit po sa ganung halaga. Kaya ito po yung lugar ng Crystal Cave. Ito po. Yan po. Yan po, maganda po yung lugar. Kaya po hindi ako tumigil na hindi pumunta dito. Dahil po siguradong makakapasok tayo. So, let's go. Pasukin natin kung anong meron sa loob. Yun nga po, magkasama po kami dalawa, Mark Ilogon Vlog, tsaka po si Discarte Life. Shoutout po pala kay sa pamangkin ko kay Pay Luis Ramos. Tapos shoutout po siya sa atin. Makasama po natin siya sa susunod na bakasyon ko ulit.
Sana all.
Ngayon po, shoutout din sa mga supporters natin dyan na sila Maruko Loko. Yung mga tropa natin dyan. Asanga Foundation. Habang nag-ano tayo, mag-shoutout muna tayo habang tayo nag-aantay ng ating mga friends. Yung mga friends natin doon. Shoutout natin Maroko Loko, Mali Katigbak, si Ate She 80 ba yan, fresh? Si Ate She 80 Vlogs, si Team Sako, tsaka sino pa ba? Si Yort, kapatid na Yort, shout out. Maroko, si Katropa official, Madi Katigbak official, si Ate Majules. Marami po tayong kaibigan na dapat nating shoutout. Kaya lang po sa dami, hindi natin kayang isa-isahin. Team Sako, Aspil, Barista Pil. Meron talaga. Gusto ko talaga makita dito sa Crystal Cave kasi kita ko sa picture, ganda Kita ko sa picture, ang ganda. Ngayon po mga nag-aantay dito, hindi lang po tayo. Nag-aantay din sila ng masakyan natin. Boy, see you. Hintayin na natin yung sasakyan. Baka parating na yun. Alright.
Alright, with that you guys can follow me right down here.
Let's go. Nandito tayo sa Crystal Cave. Ito po yung sinasabing Crystal Cave.
Oh.
Tao. Afternoon. Yan po, Crystal Cave.
So So like I said, here's the first staircase. This one doesn't seem too wet or anything, but just it's a little steep. Make sure again you take your time, use the handrails.
Tahimik po dito. Mr. Game. Alright.
And you guys will see here that there's a very dramatic shift in appearance from the tunnel we just came down from, because this is the natural part of the cave, right? The tunnel that we just came through is the only man-made part. This was blown out with dynamite in 1914.
Wait.
This is beautiful flowstone formation, and actually right over here, I'll just let you guys see a little sneak peek of our beautiful blue water. It's crystal clear stuff, right? It's gorgeous stuff. And fun fact, when they actually first found the cave, they were really excited because they thought they had Bermuda's only source of fresh water. And once they tasted it, said, never mind, that's actually ocean water, right? Yeah, it looks like it'd be the best drink of your life. Yeah. All right, when you guys are ready, just come down here very slowly. The walk will be a little wet up ahead.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Christmas. Okay. Yan mo dyan sa aking crystal cave. Ayan po.
We're actually starting right here, so the small group in
Oh, yeah. Ito nyo po yung cave.
So I was just
Yun po lang.
thinking, guys, it's such a small group. I'm going to actually start my tour here, then I can show you something cool up ahead. So when Crystal Cave was discovered, this is way back in 1907. The first people to find this, see any of this, were actually two 13-year-old boys. Their names Carl and Edgar, because they were looking for their ball in the bushes. And instead, they came across this giant sinkhole, and they basically thought, I don't see the ball up here. They went home, got as much rope as they could find, a little lantern, came back, and then lowered themselves in here because, of course, nothing could go wrong with that plan. And right up ahead, I'm going to actually show you the entrance where the kids came in from, right? So just follow me right up here.
It was just a hole from the ground.
Yep, just a sinkhole open up in the bushes, right? Completely pitch black.
When was that?
Blew my mind.
Ito po.
Two 13-year-old.
Guys, sinabi nyo na po lahat yung ano.
So, right here, this
Yan po.
stalagmite, this is actually what I call our emotional support rock. This is the one formation that you are allowed to touch because he's dead, he's not growing. So if you guys actually step up here and lean against him, look up there, and you guys can just see the sunlight come in from above, right? So just one step right up there. And that is where the kids entered in from, right? So pretty incredible stuff. That's why I call them the original Goonies, right? And it's pretty incredible
Meron
because...
po dong ano.
Yep,
Ano.
way up there. Oh. Right, so that's where the kids came in from. And they didn't just lower themselves a couple of feet and decide, okay, this is a little too dangerous. They lowered themselves from up there down to about where this ledge is. And then they finally either decided it's too dangerous or they ran out of rope. It was one of the two things, right? So you guys can come right up. You guys can touch this one too, right? You'll see it's like freezing cold today, right? And see right up there. Yeah. Right?
Oh yeah. Wow, they came all that way.
All this way, like it is incredible how far they came. Now they're very dedicated to the game. And so it's really cool too. So the kids eventually they pull themselves back up top, they go to each other's houses and they tell their parents everything, bring them over, and after some investigation, it turns out that this cave that their kids had found was actually in somebody's backyard.
Oh,
Right,
wow.
in the backyard of Percy Wilkinson. And once he was told about it and saw it for himself, he went and notified the government. And he said, hello, I've got this massive cave in my backyard. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And the government was quite truthful with him. They were like, we don't quite know what you're supposed to do either, because this was the first time the cave popped up.
Po yung crystal cave.
And they decided, since it was so suddenly probably not going to happen again, they just said, congrats on your new cave, Mr. Wilkinson, have fun with that. And they basically decided now it is not our problem. Right? So they left Mr. Wilkinson. He wanted to show it off to everybody, and he wanted to turn it into a show cave, but he was very on the ball, very quick about it. He didn't want to waste time, so he didn't have a lovely staircase and PVC piping like this, right? Back then, you would enter that sinkhole you guys just looked up at, come down 70 wooden stairs, down a rope ladder, a little wooden rowboat with an oil lantern, and then row yourself into that, right? It was opened 6 months later in 1908 as Crystal Cave.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
coolest backyard ever, right? And it cracks me up because, so like I said, the government, they one of the reasons for not passing a law at the time is because they decided really, what are the odds of somebody else getting a cave in their backyard? Well, Fantasy Cave was 2 years later, and then it kept happening. So to this day, there's about 20 or so houses in this area that have caves like this in their backyard, but these are the only show caves, right? So it's pretty common actually up this way.
So they're like private businesses?
Yup, so complete, no, not even businesses, they're just like houses with caves. If they want to make a show cave, they could, but
like the people who run this are still that family?
no, so this the family left, but it's still privately owned. Funny that they just never wanted to tax anything about that, right? Alright, and so just before we actually head on to the bridge, guys, do a quick little geology top-up. So I'm just gonna actually show you. Here's a good little example. That's why I like having small groups so everybody can see pretty good. And then actually, too, it's really cool right here. You can see more of the opposite outside.
Can we take some of this?
I wish. No, I wish it was up good. Yeah, I'll leave it right there. Thank you. It actually it's a little warm on the bridge up there, you guys. See, it's nice. Beautiful stuff. And guys, just watch your head a little bit coming through this archway.
Yun po, yun po. Yan po yung crystal cube na sinasabi. Yun po kami galing kanina. Yun po. Ang linaw ng tubig po.
We.
So, yun po ang tubig ko. Ang linaw. Yan po. You see the water? So malinaw. Ang linaw po yan po. Ang linaw po ng tubig. Ang linaw. Kita niyo po yung tubig? Yan po yung pasyalan dito. Ang linaw po ng tubig. Nakikita niyo po yung tubig. Ang linaw. Kailangan po natin ng yan po. Nandito to ngayon sa Crystal Cave. Yan po. Ang linaw po ng tubig. Kita niyo po yung tubig. Ang linaw. Ito po. Ito po ang tinatawag na kristal. Kaya pala kristal. Talagang kristal. Crystal Cave. Ito po. Kita nyo? Kita nyo po yan. Crystal yan. Ito nga. Yan po mga nakalawit na yan. Crystal. Kita nyo po. Yan po ang Crystal Cave. Yan po. Ang ganda dito. Ine-explain nyo po yung ano, kung saan ang galing, kung kailan. Sana po ma-gets natin. Yan po. Yan po ang Crystal Cave. Crystal. Ito niyo po rin. Crystal yan. Crystal. Ang luna po. Ito niyo po. Lahat yan, crystal. Lahat po yan, crystal.
Like I said, all ocean water, and the reason why it is so much cleaner and clearer than typical ocean water is because whenever someone's not down here, the lights are off, so nothing can grow and muck with the visibility. And the reason, so on the distinct opening, that's also our emergency exit. So, right? So, like I said, so they sent professional cave divers through these tunnels back in the late 80s, and they found that this one goes on for just about a quarter of a mile out to Harrington Sound.
Oh.
And then the other tunnel, conveniently opposite over here, you guys see this drop off, so it goes out that way. Now that one they said goes on for half a mile to Castle Harbor, which is by the airport. And if that wasn't bad enough, they said this one has multiple dead ends inside of it. So I'm convinced that's where the Bermuda Triangle actually starts.
Yeah.
The back of Crystal Cave, and that's why everybody's cell phones and sunglasses go missing in here, right? It collapsed the earthquake, so it pumps the most cave up this way. So yeah, that's part of it. So basically what happened is a giant undersea volcano erupted when they were much lower sea levels, probably during like one of the ice ages. And then what would happen was this continuous ice age, non-ice age, submerged, not submerged. And what a lot of people don't know is that a good chunk of our sand and dunes are actually from the Sahara Desert. It's been blown here by wind patterns. So over tens of thousands of years, it's slowly built up to create Bermuda in different segments. Right? So we're limestone cap sitting on top of the volcano. Yeah, and in this case too, actually earthquakes did, it benefited us technically because it would have collapsed the ceiling like you see here, and it opened up the air pocket that we're able to explore today. Otherwise it would have been completely submerged. It's really interesting. It goes up and down like 3.5 feet, and from here it's probably going to go up another 8 inches. That'll be our low hanging concrete rock, so during the tide, that was flooded and we kind of sent it balloon. Even when it drinks, because then the water's been submerged and stuff. And it's kind of like, why'd you build it like that when you have this one already set, right?
Actually, that was actually before I had tested.
Yeah, that was very intense. So they built that one because it's like straight down and up. And it's like, seconds because I want to show you what a cave is like in its completely natural state and what the boys stumbled across, right? So just for this part, if you guys don't mind, just turn off your phone screens just so it is completely dark for this, right? And right, beautiful stuff. Absolutely. So if you guys want a photo, I'll stand here and you guys can stand right there. Oops, sorry. Stand right there on the bridge and I'll take a perfect little photo for you guys, right? And if you guys want one too, I'm absolutely happy to do it, right? I always say like
We're good. Just take care of the families.
Okay. Here guys.
Let's go. Marami pa daw doon. Marami pang some cool stuff. Let's go.
The snake's opening, that's also our emergency exit. So. Right? So. We found that this one goes on for just about a quarter of a mile out to Harrington Sound. Half a mile to Castle Harbor, which is by the airport. And if that wasn't bad enough, they said this in our instruction manual, a specific rule saying that if one did ever fall, what we're supposed to do is we're just supposed to kick it into the water. We're not even allowed to take the broken ones off. Right? Because it's missing in here, right?
Oh, that's interesting. So, they're fully submerged?
Yeah, completely submerged ones.
Funnily
enough though, this one does actually connect to 6 other caves down in Loob Park. Right? So it does have like little pit stops, right? Yeah, but it's still
Cellphone nalaglag dun.
Researched and documented, but
I actually pushes people around and say, well, and the low I suck in the air. So it's like, yeah, it's self-regulating, so it's really interesting.
Sinasabing Crystal Cave. Sinasabing Crystal Cave dito sa Bermuda. Iyan po yung sinasabing Crystal Cave. Dito tayo sa cave. Kuweba. Crystal. Ayan yun.
If you guys are curious, you know, like the density of the weight and stuff, you have a few little right here.
Crystal Cave.
Yeah, so if any one of these is going to be pushed, we picked up one from like 4 days ago and dropped it, so it crashed it, but it kind of worked out for the best, right? No, thankfully not, right? So they dropped it on the dock. Thankfully not on themselves. I feel like that made a little bit of a mess. And that's why eventually, like, they thought that the cave was never gonna catch on. They thought it was gonna be like a year's spectacular thing and then they would close down. But then what happened actually, Mark Twain came here and he went back and he said, he was already like an avid Bermuda fan. He's like, they got these beautiful caves. And that's when they saw like a spike in tourism, so that's when they said, oh, we're gonna have a better entrance, more accommodating. So thank you, Mark Twain, I really owe you. Alright, so just like that. And one more thing too, guys. If you want to check out after you leave the cave, you can still go and see the sinkhole where the kids came through, right? Now this is boxed off, so you don't fall off, right? So if you want, just go up to the ticket office, and by the parking lot, you'll see this grassy hill with some stairs going up to a shed. And when you're looking through the gate, you see not only that sinkhole, but you see a couple of stairs left over from when it was the visitors entrance. And you're actually going to be like, thank God for this, because I will not be a tour guide. Right? Alright, so I'm just going to hop right to the front. And again, guys, as we go, just take your time, use the handrails, and be careful that little staircase up ahead is quite wet today. Alright. And get a lovely little leg workout.
Step ahead.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, starting. Crystal Cave.
I think they like vacuum seal, and then once the name seals, I can start to bring in some food and water and stuff.
All over the world, actually, try to help. And if you have anxiety, they give us oxygen, and they went back and swam back, and one by one back, each child back.
Oh, I remember such intense stuff, like the whole world was really
And then
walking.
there was
That.
one person who was rescuing them. So it was really dangerous, but they brought all the people back. So that's the thing with these redness, they know
I know, right? I said in Halloween we shoot for like little skeletons and just like not even acknowledge them. After you mentioned this last time, guys, just take your time. It's a little steep on the way. Just take your time.
I don't know, yeah, I'll look at it.
Yeah, this one came black. Yeah, so this, because they want it to be an easier way, right? Yeah, this is all brown with dynamite. That's where the dynamite stick used to go, right? That's where it was.
So guys, tapos na tayo sa pagtutur sa Crystal Cave. So, tapos na. Ito na tayo sa labas. Tingnan natin.
When you look backwards on it now,
I did, because I was like, really, like, you can compare this to today's thing, like some of the stuff they do. I know, and I'm like, wow. I know, right? This really gets the blood pumping.
It's amazing how much like air does come in now.
It really does, yeah.
Nasa labas.
And then there's some beginning of storm. This is actually, I get very anxious on the course because
Nasa labas.
relatively narrow the tunnels, it becomes really like a wind tunnel. So I'm like in my group, I'm like, we're going slow, and before the domino, right? Whew, good little exercise. Thank you guys so much for coming today. Lovely talking to you all, and you're very welcome.
wonderful, we really enjoyed
Thank
it.
you. I'm glad to hear that.
Thank you.
Right, and thank you guys. Enjoy the
Alright,
rest of
tapos
your
na,
day.
tapos na.
Right.
Alright.
Survive
you.
my dungeon.
Thank you, thank you.
You're very welcome.
You can have your money back, yeah. You want to go look at the entrance where the boys found the cave? Yeah. So you better keep like?
Okay. Tapos na tayo mga guys.
We.
So, tapos na guys. Napasyal ko na kayo sa Crystal Cave. So, hanggang dito na lang. Please support, like, subscribe, and share.
Ginagawa mo.
Thank you so much. Alright, sa susunod na lang uling vlog. Thank you. Kita kits!